Hello everyone, this is Dr. Kalpana and you're watching my YouTube channel Pharmacy Lessons Made Easy. The topic for today's video is convulsant therapy. Let's begin. You might be observing the news which are highlighted these days is the COVID-19 patients are getting treated with plasma therapy. So you must be excited to know what this plasma therapy is, how it can treat patients, who qualify to become the donor for such plasma therapy, what is the concept of donor and receiver in it. Before that, you must understand the terms which are actually being used for this plasma therapy. The very first term is plasma. So plasma is nothing but a clear and yellowish fluid part of blood. As you can see in the figure on the right hand side, it mainly contains blood clotting agents, and if you want to know its volume, it occupies 55% of total volume of blood. We can obtain it by the process of spinning or centrifugation before the blood actually clots. So we add anticoagulants to the blood once we obtain it and then spin it or centrifuge it so as to obtain the plasma. What are its role? It is actually the medium of blood in which RBC, WBC and other components of blood are suspended. Also, it have antibodies. The role is to fight against the foreign substance if it invades into the host body. It also contains clotting factors and water. It helps in transportation of materials such as glucose and other dissolved ingredients which act as nutrient through the blood. Moreover, it helps in the maintenance of BP, that is blood pressure, and it also regulates the body temperature. So this was about what plasma does in our body. What about this term which is being used, that is convalescent plasma? So this is the plasma which is actually obtained from the person who got recovered from an infectious disease like COVID-19 as an example. Now the another term is antigen. What is antigen? Antigen is actually a toxin or other foreign substance. It is present on the outside of pathogen. Note the whole pathogen is responsible for generating immune response. The antigen is actually responsible for generating or initiating the immune response. So this antigen, where it is found, it will be bound to antigen specific antibody or B cell antigen receptor, and the presence of antigen in the body actually triggered an immune response, as I already told you. Exactly. It can be a chemical, it can be a bacteria, it can be virus or a pollen grain. The next term you must understand is antibody. What are these? These are the frontline immune response to an infection by a microbe. The microbe can be a bacteria, a fungus, or a virus. And if we talk about its chemical nature, they are generally proteinous. That means they are proteins. Who produce them? B. Lymphocytes, which are the immune cells of our body when they encounter an invader like a bacteria or virus like novel coronavirus in this case. Who designed them? Our own immune system actually designs the antibody. Now the next question comes to our mind that all antibodies are same. No, it's not the fact. The fact is they're highly specific for each invading pathogen. A particular antibody and its partner virus are made of each other. The next term that we must understand is immunoglobulins. They are nothing but the fighters. They are the immune response generators of our body. I can share you a link which give you detailed information about the immune system fighters, that is immunoglobulins, in the description box of this video. You can get more information about immunoglobulins. They are actually the critical part of our immune system response. Specifically, they recognize and bind to a particular antigen such as bacteria or virus and help in the destruction. So far we have learned a few terms about plasma therapy, which we must understand first before moving to the plasma therapy. First thing, plasma, the medium inside the blood, which is almost 55% of total volume of blood, and it is actually responsible for transportation of material and maintaining BP and temperature of the body. Then we learned about antigens, which are the foreign substance which invade inside the body of the host. The antibodies which are getting produced once an antigen enters in the body of host, they are actually proteinaceous in nature. And immunoglobulins, which are the freedom fighters, you can say, for our immune system, which will actually fight. Okay. Now, we talk about the plasma therapy in my next video, and we'll study who can donate, how old is the therapy, and how it is actually carried out in different steps. Hope you enjoyed this video. Do click on the like button, subscribe my channel, and share it on social media. Thank you. Have a nice time.